So the styles are different, but the song is the same. So I would like to say that out in public. So it's rough, man, sometimes, and nobody wants you to speak about it in public, right? And so I speak about it because I just hope that the right person hear it one day. Unfortunately, we not state funded, and so when we build buildings or we buy uniforms or we get instruments, it's always done by a fundraiser. That fundraiser could be from the president or it could be by the band director. And she wants me to have everything I need, but at this time of life, man, it's just sometimes schools don't have it, especially private schools. So, with the work that we're doing, that we're not sorry and we're not making excuses. But in my career, man, I've been a band director now 20 years. I would like to experience how I feel to have a band hall. You know, I would like to put Mr. Mean's name on it. I would like to name the band room after some of the different directors over the years. And I would like to be the band director there when it happens, and my students, I think they deserve to have practice facilities and things like that. They're no different than a student at the University of Alabama. They got the same blood inside of them as anybody else. And I get frustrated, man, trying to figure out how can I make situations better. And I just personally, I don't have millions to give. If I had it, I sacrifice a lot of my personal money with the Purple March Machine, but I don't have the millions, But there are artists out there that have it. There's people who inherit it. There's people who got things that they can share. And I just pray that one day somebody hear this message and they just pick up and say, "Hey, let's help Miles create this fine arts department so these students can get the same education as somebody who goes to North Texas." I just think my kids deserve that, bro. And I'm not gonna stop saying it, even if it get me terminated one day. I'm not gonna ever stop saying it. And maybe it would take that for somebody to hear it. So I'll be the sacrifice if need be. But I'm never gonna stop talking about it. I just feel like we've been in existence this long. It's time for us to get something in return when it comes to facilities. So with that being said, I use that to make it a teachable moment. I tell my students, um, you know, just because a car won't crank, you still got to go to school. You got to find a way to get to school. So that's just how my career been, man. I don't know. God put me in this situation because He knew I could just do it. But even when I taught middle school, I didn't have a band room. I had a classroom. I just never had a band room. I don't know what it is. Like it's a Snipes curse, So I just want a band room, man. I want an office. I want things like that, like other band directors have when I visit their band rooms.
And I'll ask you this before I get to Mr. Young. You actually have had experience winning this competition. So now you repeat champions. What doors has it opened up any doors for you already, and what doors do you anticipate? Because again, you guys, like you said, you guys are the first one. Or what, beyond that, kind of just how do you feel like this can help your program? Obviously, there's money that's involved with it, and kind of, how, just kind of how you see this moving forward with you guys now as the two-time band of the year.
Well, one thing that it did do, if you notice when we were in the end zone this year versus last year, we looked at completely different. That was the first time we were able to purchase uniforms in almost 12 years.
Mm.
So, schools usually get uniforms every 5 years. So it was a big difference in that, the way we look. I don't have to carry the water to the football field anymore. We bought an ATV. So now the band has the equipment to haul water and things and the ladder, all the things we used to walk to the field. Now we have a vehicle to take us to the field. And, that's a blessing because I'm getting older. And we had students with balances, and we were able to help some of the students out with their balances with this money because not only you receive the money from ESPN, But people who hear your story, they'll donate. You know, a lot of people didn't know Miles had those type of problems in the band department. Because our football team is champions, our basketball team is champion, the girls and boys, the golf won a national championship. Like we're a school of champions. You know, so a lot of people think we just have. And so, you know, so it was in the end zone this year. We had on one of the most expensive HBCU band uniforms that's ever been made. So that was awesome. We looked better than everybody, you know. Um, Another thing, it has opened the doors for national exposure and attention. ESPN is national, and you know, so I have people. Okay, I went to Tampa Saturday morning. I was on the airplane, and this lady walked up to me like, "Hey, you the band director that's on TV yesterday?" You know, a lady I'd never seen in my life. So it opened those type of doors. It's a gift and a curse for people to know you, but that it opened those type of doors. Winning it twice, it's just the just to be in history as the first band to ever do it. Because you know, Southern University might sneak in there again next year, and they may repeat, and we may not go next year. All you know, even though he repeated, he's second. Everybody's second. So the next band is fighting for second place. Miles will always be first unless somebody three-peat. You know, that might be me. You know, it might be us. You know, we might three-peat if they allow it. Um, but I think ESPN has been great to us. We're gonna try to purchase a 18-wheeler and so we can put our instruments because we all have a lot of tubas and percussion, and that equipment don't fit on the back on the bus all the time. So we're gonna try to bounce an 18-wheeler and wrap it with this money, and I'm excited about that. So we'll see how that go, and the money that we have left, we'll purchase championship rings for the students.
Awesome.